Richard, I kind of want to start asking you. It's very exciting you're taking on this character. Obviously, fans of the series are very or the games are very familiar with him. What was it like stepping into it? Did you research what's out there on the internet about how people feel about him and what they expect and things like that? And how does that filter into the process?
Yeah, I mean, I know that he's a pain in the ass in the game because I played the first one. He's
Okay.
also a pain in the ass to play with. Uh, but I mean, I think what was really exciting for me about playing the role is not just what he means in the game, but also what Michael Jonathan Smith and all the writers wrote on the page. Like it was a really cool way to sort of expand on what Grimm is in the games. And have him be a guy who sucks souls in and talk in their voices was too good of an opportunity to not jump in full-throatedly.
Playing a character, playing like with the character that you play has to be a weird experience, right? Like, what do you think about when you're doing that? Like, is it like a research? Like, what does that feel like?
It's nuts. It's nuts. It's kind of weird. Like you do like this weird almost dissociation thing. Like, oh yeah, it's Grimm in the Grimm, you know. Yeah, it's really cool. It's an honor. It's really really cool.
Lisa, I'm curious if you have anything to add to that from your experience as well, because in a lot of ways, the similar questions could apply.
Well, I've never played the game, so I'm really, learning a lot about it through the fans and all the
Okay.
things that they have been, comparing Vermin to or like things that they're excited about. So, yeah, it's a wild world, and I grew up playing like Crash Bandicoot, like soft games with no blood. So, it's nice to be involved.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously you have a comedy background, and there is a heavily comedic element to this series. A lot of strong comedy people in it. Tell me about the balance of comedy and action and physicality in the show, and like how you guys managed that creatively on set.
God, the show is so funny. I really feel like it's a comedy, first and foremost. Because even in the action sequences, there's always little like sneaky moments of physical comedy or jokes being like strewn about.
For
But
sure.
what do you think, Richard? Over to you, Rich.
I think that it's like the thing about the show that I love is it is laugh out loud funny. The action is insane, but then also like the emotional truth in it is pretty present. So it kind of informs the comedy and it informs the action, which is pretty rare in like an action comedy, you
And
know.
you're building like in this season two. So we kind of are familiar with some of what's been accomplished or established, but you got to take it new places, right? So what are those conversations like, or in what ways do you feel, Lisa, like that you guys kind of upped the ante, so to speak?
Well, I think because it's the tournament, there's all these new fun characters. So, and because it's the first time you're seeing a lot of these little freakazoids, you can really have your artistic license to do whatever sort of perverted stuff you want to do.
That's a good way to put it. I also wanted to ask you about this, Lisa. Office Romance is a project that's kind of like on the horizon for you, or at least people have read about it. It's got a lot of great talent involved, and I'm curious what that's been like experience for you so far working on it, or if you have
Oh,
any.
that's been great. I mean, I have such a small role in that. But that's nice. And it's fun to be, that's also like I get to do a comedy thing in that. And nothing will ever be as insane as playing Vermin. But it's nice to be like comedic relief in these things that are more serious toned.
What's the craziest thing about being Vermin?
I don't know, having rotten teeth, having to like stand like this for 10 minutes at a time every day to get your teeth hand painted by the artisanal Jenny Duckworth. Um, that and like, I don't know, yeah, being covered in blood is so strange and so sticky. And the onset blood smells like French fries to me. So now every time I have a French fry, I think of her.
Richard, you're also transformed. I mean, everybody has to transform in this. There are limitations to that, right? But it also like helps you take on the personage of the character. What are some of the things about becoming the character physically that like the process like and impact the way you perform?
Oh man, it was a dream being in the costume designed by Liz Vestola, working with my makeup artist Kirsten. It was each piece of the puzzle, and the costume had a lot of components to it. So I actually, I all of the people on set were like, "Well, here, let me help you with your costume." I was like, "No, I'm gonna put it on myself. I want to know how to get in and out of it myself because it's part of getting into it." And then
Yeah.
the next part was getting into it in the makeup chair. And it was, you don't have to work that hard when you have people that are that talented around you, just like with your co-stars.
Yeah, it's a great ensemble, like a really strong ensemble. And I'm curious also to hear you guys talk about some of the fun things, vibe on set. Everybody's in these crazy outfits. It's like it's got to be a pretty unique experience from a production standpoint.
For sure. I mean, we shot in a high school and our green room was all together. So like we all sat in a big circle in between setups, and there was no shortage of laughter and just good conversation.
Anything about a future season that you can say or not say? I know we're just about to get into two, but like, what do you guys think is on the
A
horizon?
future season. George, you think they would tell us anything? We're the least trustworthy people on the show.
You two are? Well, that's interesting.
Why? Who did you hear is worse?
I don't know, but now I have something to go on that I could say, like, well, I think I know who the least trustworthy are. I wish I'd known that coming into this. Thank you guys so much. Maybe different questions. Really appreciate it, but I have to wrap. Have a great day.
Thanks a
Thanks,
lot.
George.